Hello and welcome to ENN On Air, our digital news show giving you the stories of today. I'm Naomi Washington.
And I'm Fiona McAllister. Thank you for joining us. Elon's social district will officially open Friday, allowing containers of alcohol in a small portion of downtown Elon. Ahead of the kickoff, our Annie Tifo spoke with students and parents to learn their questions and feelings.
It's pretty easy to just get drunk on your run and then go places without having to carry the containers. So it's cool that they're giving us a little bit more freedom in that way.
We'll be encouraging students to stay more on campus than going out and possibly endangering themselves.
I'll be interested to see if people try to leave the block, how that is held accountable for, how that works.
There'll be officers regulating it, and so it's, so I think it's a good way for students to be kind of watched.
I'm curious how far people want to wander down the block with an open container as opposed to just sitting in the bar at McGurk's or something.
Obviously we don't want anybody to get super hurt or intoxicated, so as long as it's regulated it should be fine.
The social district is set to be open 7 days a week, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Also this week, the Elon's Farmers Market is set to start back up, but under new leadership. The town has hired a new farmers market manager who will run the weekly event. In previous years, a group called Healthy Alamance ran the market with help from a grant. Now, the town is taking over the market. The farmers market will take place in the Elon Community Church parking lot every Thursday through November 9th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
You may have heard students, faculty, and staff reading off names in front of Mosley Student Center yesterday. Over 20 volunteers stood on the steps between 10:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. to read the names of those who died during the Holocaust. Elon senior Katie Shirk says she feels honored Elon commemorates Holocaust victims.
Having such a high percentage of Jewish students, it's definitely important to have events like this, and I feel I definitely feel at home within the Jewish community here.
University President Connie Book participated in the event to read names on the steps too. She says it is important as a community we recognize history.
What it has cost them in terms of ancestors and what it costs today in terms of personal safety. So this community knowing that we are aware and that we are present, I think is really critical.
This event has been an Elon tradition for almost 2 decades.
And as seniors are getting ready to graduate and move on from Elon, so is one senior staff member. Vice President for Strategic Initiatives and Partnerships, Jeff Stein, is set to leave the university on July 1st to become the 10th president of Mary Baldwin University in Virginia. Stein is now the 4th senior staff member in the last 2 years to leave Elon and head off to leave another university. It comes just after more than a 20-year tenure at Elon. During his time, Stein implemented the university's 10-year strategic plan. He also oversaw the university's response to the COVID-19 pandemic as the chair of the Healthy Elon and Ready Resilient committees. It is still unclear who will replace Stein. Stein is also an influential member of the Jewish community here at Elon. Senior Stephanie Millen-Janik has worked with Stein through Elon Hillel and says he will surely be missed.
I'm also leaving, so I feel like we're graduating together. But at the same time, I do think it'll be definitely a loss for Elon and the Jewish community. So I really hope that Elon finds someone as great as Jeff Stein to come and take his place.
Director of Jewish Life Betsy Polk says that when she thinks of the history of Jewish life at Elon, she thinks of Stein.
Jeff is really responsible in so many ways for bringing life and vibrancy to Elon's Jewish community.
Both say Stein has been a core part of integrating Judaism into the Elon community.
When you go to a show at Elon Center for the Arts, you might see white buses bringing residents from local senior assisted living centers to see shows. For one retirement community and one of its members, these visits on campus are extra special. Our Jenna Mandrioli has more.
Just 5 minutes down the road from Elon University's campus, Blakey Hall is a local retirement community. The assisted living program provides its residents with creative activities, including trips to Elon's campus to see shows at McCrary Theater. Activity Director Taylor Lowe says she enjoys organizing events and discovering what the residents love.
They feel like they're just probably 25 again, going out somewhere and having fun, and it's nice to see them enjoy their lives.
But for Blakey Hall resident Annie Maynard, these trips to campus have a deeper meaning. Seeing shows and walking under the Elon Oaks are all things she has done since she was a little girl.
That college campus, the wall, I used to go up there when I was a little girl and get on the brick on the wall and walk it, pretending that I was a ballerina.
Maynard says growing up in Elon was unique. Because the town was so small, everyone found out everything.
I loved it because I knew everybody and I knew what to expect if I did anything that I was not supposed to do. Because it would get back to my parents and I didn't want to embarrass them.
Maynard still lives in Elon through Blakey Hall, but she says nothing brings her more joy than reflecting on her childhood memories spent on campus.
Maynard has dementia, but her days growing up are the ones she remembers the most. Among those memories is finding her husband on the Elon football field.
Maynard married former Elon football player Chuck Maynard, making the football team another community for her.
My husband played football at Elon, and that's how I got to know him real well, was, flirting with the football players. And it ended up that we got married, and so I was everybody's little girl on the football team. And they came to me for advice.
Although the football stadium and other parts of campus have changed since Maynard's childhood, her memories of Elon will always stick with her.
I'm an Elon girl, through and through.
Jenna Mandarioli, Elon Local News.
Maynard, now almost 87 years old, has lived in Elon for all but 10 years of her life.
That's all the news we have for you this evening. Thanks again for watching ENN On Air.
For all the news you need to know when we're not on air, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.